Look, we've got some fun stuff to get to.
That's the most woke thing you can do.
Yeah, but I want to start off with a couple of serious topics. And firstly to you, Catherine, on our strategic position, given you're such an expert in this. Mike Pompeo, the US Secretary of State, made this speech, 50th anniversary, I think, of Nixon going to China, wasn't it? He's spoken very strongly about the rise of China, the threat of China, and the unwillingness of some countries, certainly not of Australia, but some countries, to stand up to China.
Yeah, he has. And look, it's coming hot on the heels of Secretary of Defence Esper, who made a pretty declaratory statement at the International Institute of Strategic Studies a couple of days ago as well. My concern is not the tone of the rhetoric. I think it's justified. They've pointed to the illegality of China's activities in the South China Sea, the incredible provocations directed at Hong Kong, Taiwan, the Philippines and Brunei and so on. The problem I've got with the US response is it has been tardy. The pivot to Asia has simply not happened, and that's a real concern to me. But it's better late than never, and there is serious intent behind this. They've moved 2 carrier groups into the South China Sea, and I welcome that because they were offline for a while because of pandemic considerations, and they didn't actually have as many ships at sea as one would have liked. But, yeah, definitely an escalation in American intent, and it's good to see it better late than never.
Yeah, it's good for us in this region to see a focus here. You're right, the pivot didn't sort of materialise in the way it was advertised, if you like. But, Nicholas, America was preoccupied with the Middle East. They have set up, of course, a permanent rotation through Darwin in Australia. That's a pretty significant pivot to this region as well.
Yes, indeed. Under the agreement reached between originally Julia Gillard and Barack Obama, you now have that Marine deployment in the Northern Territory. I mean, look, you say that has happened slowly, but I would say that in global affairs, things often do move at a slow pace. So I wouldn't say that it's been anything unusual about the speed with which the US has refocused itself around the South Pacific. The Pompeo trip through Europe this week has been absolutely fascinating. Obviously, the decision by the Brits to now ban the Huawei kit from their telecommunications system is a huge move. But it's interesting, in other parts of Europe, there's still a lot of support there for China. German Chancellor Angela Merkel is now coming under increased pressure because she has had quite an open relationship with the Chinese. Of course, Germany's done very well with a lot of those German prestige vehicles being exported to China. Much of their big industrial companies have done very well there as well. So now you see the Americans moving, if you like, from country to country, trying to build that coalition to build pressure on China.